So I have talked around, uh, just how the narcissist gets us as sturdy and durable as we are. Um, but there's a lot of groundwork there, and I keep, yeah, I'm in the keep. I just started this a couple days ago. There's an important part of this that it's the recovery part. It's literally the recovery of yourself part. Um, that I had some interesting advantages and disadvantages. That's what you get when you've got a narcissist on your hands anywhere in your life. Of picking out the perspectives on that, I seriously just learning this, that I really think that my dad was experiencing the same sort of narcissistic abuse in a way that I was. I say that because of a story that I know was told ever since I can remember, about my brother's, what my brother would be named. And names, God, they were so important all around my life. They're important to me, and that story sticks. But I just found out that story was constantly being told in this very condescending way. And I just found out the hidden message in there that was aimed like square at my dad, who has been dead now, well, since 1987, since I was 21, since he was 46. And I just recently came to the conclusion that really maybe he did die of a broken heart, and someone broke it for him very deliberately with that narcissistic game. So really it's not funny, but I'm going to tell you some ways to spot this person, and just stay out of their way. Get them off your path. Get out. Go think better of yourself. Think better of yourself, because that's what they're there to do, is tear you down for their own benefit. That's it. They're so insecure. They're so not confronting something about themselves that they need you to take it out on. That's all it is. So all you need to do is make sure you know you're better than to be their scapegoat, their dumping ground. You're better than that. That's all they are. They're a stealer, a taker, a dumper. They're not there for you. So, here's what they'll do, and here's when you don't go, oh, sorry. You go, hold on. Who do you think you are? The love bombing, that's unavoidable. I mean, it really is. There's no way around it. It can be low-key. It can be huge. But that is the best part of their game. That's the best part of what they do. They know how to get to you with that. They can figure out whether to be, just all over you, or whether to do it in a sideways way. Like, really, legit. Some guy got me right at that moment where he gave me plenty of room not to tell him what legitimately I had boundaries around. But in that moment, decided to call me courageous. And I fell for it just a bit. Fortunately for me, I had enough already to go, whoa, red flags somewhere in there. But I noticed that little nuance, and you pay attention to those. But there are some big ones too. Big ones like, and I could watch out for this, because really, wow, the trickiest ground here is people who we've all experienced a lot of trauma right now. Let's be honest about that. So when we start talking in terms of trauma, and we start treading in the ground of our vulnerabilities, there are some imposters out there. I mean, they probably have experienced some trauma, but they've turned it around so that they're going to kind of take it out on everybody. They are imposters in that world, because what will happen is you'll get the person who can talk all around what benefits them about their trauma in it, either in a personal way, or in a group associated way, people can talk around their trauma. Here's what to watch out for. Those of us who do know trauma know that it is important to be able to control your environment. We've had people take control of our environments and run our narrative into their own. So when you hit someone with, it is important to me to control my own environment, and they say, controlling your environment, how would that be important to you? To control. If someone tries to shame you for wanting to control your own life, your own environment, red flag. Red flag. That's a low-key message. They're using that word control to give you the message, oh, you must have control issues. Flip that back on it. Why are they asking? Well, maybe they have control issues. If they can't recognize that you deserve to control your own environment, there's the problem. When someone can talk around their own trauma, but when it comes to you saying setting boundaries and they don't see the need for boundaries, red flag. Someone who doesn't see the need to set boundaries or worry about boundaries definitely is not going to respect yours. And that's a theme, that's a pattern. And then they'll shame that to boundaries. Are you like paranoid or something? Yeah. No, you're strong. They want to break down those strengths. Controlling your environment, that's a strength. Boundaries, that's a strength. Calling someone out for what you recognize as you're trying to knock me down, that's a strength. And they're going to try and turn it back on you. Oh, you must be insecure. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're standing your ground. Keep your feet there right where they are. You know the difference between shifting ground and real ground. You're on real ground. Stay there. Their whole job, a narcissist's job as they see it, is to, whatever it takes, keep you on that shifting ground. Keep you on so that you are just like, what? That doesn't look real, but it seemed real, but it's not. That's where they want you. I was lucky to have a dad on the other side of this who was all just like so authentic with it. Just tell the truth, just face whatever it is, and you'll be fine. Simple as that. Just power through the hard stuff, and you'll be fine. And he showed me that in ways, and yeah, I mean, I'm not going to minimize any of what was done to me. Yes, I was a victim of narcissistic abuse. I was a victim of harassment, bullies. I was a victim of sexual abuse and rape. Victim of a lot of things. And again, I've said it before, I'll say it again, that's a hard thing to call yourself when on the other side of it you're going, I'm fine, I'm sturdy, I'm good. There's a lot of confusion. I know from other accounts from other family members, because I don't really remember this. I remember just having to be so determined to contain everything until I just couldn't. Now I know from other people's accounts that on the days that we were like about to leave my grandmother's house and head back to our own town, our own house, our own neighborhood, I would have a total meltdown in my grandmother's house. I did not want to move from that spot. I did not want to go back into my own house. So at the same time that I'm saying I was never allowed to cry, yeah, I was getting to breaking points where I was just flying apart. Well, temper tantrum, everything. Part tears, all of it, loud, I'm sure, because I am that sort of extremes. I will hold it all in, hold it together, and you don't know what's going on, and then all of a sudden you don't know why I am blowing up in your face. That's the result of a lot of pressing, that narcissistic pressing, that basically just says you don't get yours because I'm busy getting mine. You don't get in control of your environment because I'm busy controlling your environment. You don't get to have boundaries, because I'm setting the boundaries and I'm going to walk all over yours. And yeah, definitely watch out for the person who falls in love with you really fast. I saw just real quickly on one of Lee's live streaming things, and somebody, just real quick, I saw someone say, why do they like right away want to move in with a stranger? Narcissists are at the base of it very insecure. they come off like, well, I'm the king of the world and I'm so over you. I'm so above you. But they're so totally insecure. That's why they need to relieve boredom. That's why they couldn't live with themselves in COVID. That's why we found out how many narcissists are really walking around here currently during COVID. All those people you saw going crazy, I can't stay in my house, let me go to the beach, I have the right to go to the park and all that shit. That's a narcissist who cannot sit alone with themselves. It's a lot of self-indulgence. It's a lot of weakness. It's weakness. It's weakness. So while they were busy grinding you through their weakness, you, the victim, the survivor, were getting strong. Think about how you got yourself strong. Mine, books, music, knowledge, like libraries, university libraries when I was in high school. Places recommend the truth. Whatever the truth was, I went with my dad's advice. Just tell the truth. Go with the truth and you'll be fine. Right now, I can stand sturdy with some truths that most people who look like me could not get anywhere near. I'm not at all worried about being replaced. And in fact, I'm so far, like, on the other side of that. That's mine, though. That's not yours. But that's what I mean. That is exactly what I mean. Narcissists are out to convince you that you have got nothing of your own worth having. Yeah, I mean, worth even them paying attention to, even though they're paying such close attention that they're trying to get everything good out of you for themselves because they are empty. They're empty. Watch for that. Someone wants to give you a little side eye, make you feel small for saying, I want control over my environment. Somebody wants to look down at you for setting boundaries. Set more boundaries. Take a step back. Hold them accountable if you need to, if they're in your space. Don't let a narcissist shame you. Narcissists are tiny, tiny, little, empty, sad, insecure people, and all they want is your power. That's why they're there. Keep your power. Walk away. Peace, loves.